Hey guys, Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. Let's do our analysis of uranium spot price, and this is forecasting for September. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So this chart is, or program is my LA wave theory, and you can see that right now, I believe we are below, this is a monthly close, we are below the 20 moving average, somewhere around 79-ish. But above the 50, which is like 64. These are little things down here. Those are buy signals. You can see that this one didn't really work out because it gave you a buy here, but then it pushed lower. So our second one kicked in on April 30th. We opened this up. You can see on our Stokes that the crossover is positive. We're waiting for it to continue going higher and then get these black markers, what kind of tells you either two things. One, it's trending. It's going to continue trending. And then eventually you'll get a sell-off with a signal maybe confirming it. But so far, buy signal, positive on the monthly. And you're going to battle the 20 SMA on the monthly chart. Let's minimize this. And now let's do our Elliott wave. So this was that 2007 high, around 136-ish. You got a 1, 2, 3, 4 was that 2016 low, like $18 and change. And from that 2016 low, we got a 1, let's see, low with wave 4. We got a 1, 2. All this was a wave 3. Wave 4. Now projection into a wave 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Couple of targets to just have on a sticky note. Your first wave projection target would be somewhere around 136, pretty much testing the high of 2007. Once we get there, a couple of things could happen. It could stall and go sideways, or the bears hardcore pounce on that high because they look at it as a double top. But if the fundamentals are right and everything is according to plan, they might pounce down and might get, some gains, but knowing the dynamic and the catalyst that uranium has, chances are it's going to be very limited and then it's going to push higher. Just remember, once we get there, you could either lock profits, be on the sideline to see what happens, and then eventually could continue pushing high. So that's our first target, pretty much testing the 2007 high. Your next one, which is a second projection target, it's 208. Those are targets in the future. You want to monitor uranium spot price. Once we get to here is important, 136, and when you get to 208, that's a wave projection 5. Let's and you can see we got a 1, 2, 3, 4. So this correction was our wave 4, working on a wave 5. Let's put Fibonacci extensions. That's another way to measure this market. You can see that your 61.8 takes you to 115. So it's a little lower than the high of 2007, right? Yeah. So this is baby steps. First, we're going to climb up. We're going to test this high here of 101. Once we get to above 101, your next one will be 115. Once we get to 115 and continue pushing higher, we hit a wave 5, which is 136, pretty much testing a double top or a double high. Testing that's going to be fierce because the bears and the bulls are going to fight to the death right here. There's a lot of ways to look at it. Some people are like, yeah, fail new high, a double top, let's short it. Those are all the little things you got to remember. The 100% extension from the 2016 low to this high of 2024. That takes you to 146. So that's when you close higher than the 2007 high. And then this 1.61.8 Fibonacci level, which is 197. And then another wave 5 projection, which is 208. And then even the 2.618, which is 279. So baby steps, this is the one we got to focus on. Let's take out 101. We're somewhere around 76-ish. Anything else? I don't have anything on GAN here. I got some levels I want to open up here for like possible high increased volatility. So we're here. We got to go through this ellipse. The ellipse technique just tells me where high volatility is going to increase, not knowing what direction. And it's indicating, you could say, December. Around December is going to be very interesting. Nothing to worry about now, but it's showing this price level anywhere between 79, pretty much 80 and 78. The next one you want to look at is 86 all the way to 88. Those are key levels. And you want to see it just kind of grind and push higher there. But so far, we need to take out that high right there of $78. I have a close higher than that. Is there anything else in this chart? Because the next one is probably going to show you even more stuff that I'm interested in. But I think that's it. As long as you know that we're working on a wave 5 in the Elliott wave theory, I think you're all set. And December's far away from it now, so we got a little ways to go for the crazy volatility to kick in. All right, let's go to the next clip. Okay, so this is my master chart. As you know, all-time high was $2,736. All-time low was $7.10 in 2001, and our 2016 low on November was around $18.50. I created this trend line. Now that we have an established low, we're anchoring from here. I want to see prices either hugging or trending in conjunction with the direction of the trend line. Our high was around January 2024, around 106-ish. The first thing I want to put is my Andrews pitchfork, and these are anchoring from these key points here. All-time low, all-time high, and you can see that we are at the midpoint center of gravity, and that level is pretty much 77-ish. So you want to keep an eye on that. What you want to see if you are a bull in the uranium sector is you want to see price, uranium spot price and future higher than 77.50. That means that it's bullish. If it's below here, there's weakness or could be bearish. As you can see that it was very bearish, but then found support. And now this is the battle between the bulls and the bears. Who's going to dominate and stay and have a close above this level? So that's the first thing on uranium spot price you want to keep an eye on. Using the Gann square that I use, same thing. You know, I'm pivoting it from here, but this Gann square is scaled. So it's going to be a little different, but this one is going to tell me something to keep on radar, which is around April, May of 2026. It's going to be interesting. This is your midpoint right here. This is what I call vectors. You want to keep an eye on this vector as we approach it. If it's coming from a low to a high, you know, in my experience, sometimes it could be a turning point or an exhaustion, and then it turns. So we don't know yet, but you want to be aware of it. As a trader, you want to be knowing. Next thing is, let's put this other Gann square. From the all-time low to this pivot high, you can see that we're about to come out of the grid on a scale chart, and that's going to be of September of 2026. So you can say September, October, we're going to enter a new grid, a new phase in the uranium spot price. So sometimes these endings here sometimes create high volatility. Sometimes huge spikes, explosions. You never know if you're just going here sideways and then explodes, or sometimes turns. So we don't know yet. We're taking baby steps, so we want to at least stay and close above 77.50. Here's a target you want to watch. It's 87.90 or $87. On this one, pretty much is an angle, and it's really, and then this higher one of 106. Let's see. I think that's it. Let's look at some things over here. Spectrum cycle analysis. So these green and blue picked a high here. Green came in early. You can see that it continues selling off. Blue came in early. The red one continues bearish. But both of these cycles are up. And now you can see that this one topped out, the green one, and the blue one is going to be topping out at the end of this year. So with those three cycles, I created a composite, and this is what we're getting. Could possibly be playing out. So somewhere around November, we could probably start stalling. I'm not too sure. I don't think it's going to like crash, but I think maybe we could maybe stall and kind of go sideways or maybe just be in a rut. I'm not too sure. But the projection cycles are showing that. So don't be surprised once we get to November, if it plays out where it just kind of chop fest until, let's see, until maybe April. Interesting, April. There was something that came up in April. The center of the Gann grid. Didn't I say that before? The vector right here. So the vector in conjunction with the cycle is showing some kind of, something there. Interesting. All right. Let's go back. So just keep an eye out. So let's keep an eye out for like October, November, and see what price action does and see the equities and all that. But it's showing some kind of like stalling point and sideways maybe, or maybe just ignores it. Just ignore the cycle and continue going higher. We don't know yet, but just giving you a heads up. But then somewhere around April of next year, if it's going sideways or grinding lower, it's going to get a nice bump to the upside. So that's that. And lastly is my Bradley model, which is probably confirming the same thing. Let's put this composite here. So yeah, it's showing something around here. This one goes even to October, but then something around April, which is conjunction with the projection cycle. It gets a lift. So this is all speculation. This is not like a, what you call it, magic ball or whatever. It's just analysis that I use and I look at different things. So let's see how high we could go until we get to October, November, and see what price action, where does price action go to from there? Hopefully it's above 77.50, or maybe at least test this high of like around 100. Maybe could it get to 100 and then install here and go sideways and consolidate because it hit a high? We don't know. I'm just speculating, just kind of looking into the future. But this is what's guiding me. So if this happens, I'm cool unless we take out that low. Then, because I got in around this time, we don't want this to continue pushing lower and take out that low. Then that's a no-no. For whatever reason that is. But I'm positive, so I'm assuming that we're going to continue going higher, but just be aware of that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to scare you, spook you, getting out of your position. Just as long as you know that there could be some turbulence coming October, November, that's all you need to know. You manage your own risk, your trades, minimize loss, whatever you want to do, stops, stop loss or put stops, whatever. But just be aware that it could get very volatile here. Let's go to our last clip and we'll end this video. Okay, so this is my last clip or video. So far, we're kind of in between these two Gann fans or gang angles. We're nothing there. We're at least above the 1x2, but below the 1x1. So kind of no man's lands there. The eclipse, what we need to do is break out of this eclipse, which is pretty much this circle using geometry. And so far we did it here, but then snuck back in. So I'm betting that once we get closer to this line, it's either going to explode to the upside or fail. But we need to get out of this eclipse or circle in regards to using geometry. The Gann square, you can see that we're finding support around 71, which is the midpoint. There's a vector coming May. So April, May of 2026 is going to be interesting. High volatility. So if it's going up, maybe it gets rejected. The bears pounce on it there. Or maybe it sells off here and then it bounces off from there. It doesn't matter unless, you know, the direction that is going until we get there. That's what the most important thing about the vector. The direction you're going, and once you get close to it, you're coming up lower into higher. That's when you want to somebody's calling me. You want to assess once we get there from the direction that we're going to kiss that angle. Lastly, we got a midpoint there. So this is our midpoint of 77.50. We need to get a close above there. Fibonacci levels. You got your 86.90 as a target to the upside. And right now, 77.36 is resistance. Targets of 91.25, and there's a lot of support at 63.47, which I doubt it'll go down there that low. Nothing on advanced. Parallel looks good. It's above there. Nothing there for now. And advanced support 73.22. Let's stay above that. Definitely 77. Let's go to Gann fans here. So now we're using a Gann fan anchoring from the 2016 low. You're above the 1x1, so that's bullish. We don't want to crack this angle, especially pivoting from the low of 2016. So we want to make sure we're holding that. And advanced support from this current correction that we have, we want to stay above 74.97. So key level 74.97, 77.50. We need to stay above those two key levels. You can see that there's going to be a target of 84.98. So I'm giving you a lot of ideas if you just swing trade or you just want to be in and out or, you know, swing trade here and there. Just keep an eye on uranium spot price. Definitely uranium futures, UX1, UX2, to kind of have these plays if you want to do some swing trading and whatnot. Or want a whole long position, then, you know, in the other videos I told you the big levels to watch is obviously this one here, 101, and then next will be 136, and then I'm giving you future forecast dates, price levels to look for in the future. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on uranium spot price.